Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to another session of ecosystem class. Before I proceed further, I would like to summarize what I taught in the previous classes. Ecosystem definition, biotic and abiotic components of ecosystem, food chain and food web, trophic levels and ecological pyramids. This much we are completed. Let us start with today's topic, that is interdependence between organisms. In this photograph, you can see how animals depend on plants and how plants depend on animals. This is only one example. Here you can see honeybees sucking nectar from flowers. At the same time, flowers are get pollinated. Living organisms cannot live independently. They depend on each other and abiotic components to survive. Many different ways animals depend on plants. Animals directly or indirectly depend on plants for their food. Some animals that they help pollinate flowers. Here one example here in this picture. Butterfly is pollinating the flower, at the same time the butterfly is getting its food as in the form of nectar. Plants produce oxygen during photosynthesis. It is utilized by animals for respiration. Animals produce carbon dioxide during respiration, and it is used by plants for making their food by the process of photosynthesis. Trees give shelter to animals. Birds, they make their nest on branches of the tree, and many animals are living on the trees. And this way, many microorganisms like bacteria and fungi, they helps in that production of antibiotics. Penicillium is an example. Or yeast helps in fermentation and making bread. Another example, animals that they are getting shelter. Animal excreta and their dead bodies get decomposed and converted to humus. The humus act as a manure and provide nutrients for the growth of plants. Living organisms are interdependent in many different ways. Symbiosis, parasitism, predation. These are some types of interdependence. What is symbiosis? Here, an example for symbiosis is given. This is a leguminous plant. Leguminous plant, that is gram, pea, such type of plants, they are called a leguminous plant. And this white colored bulgings, that is called a root nodule. Inside, rhizobium bacteria is living. So here, two organisms, they are living together and both are getting benefit. That is symbiosis. Symbiosis is a relationship between two organisms in which both organisms getting mutual benefit. Here, symbiosis, that is here, nitrogen fixing bacteria living in the root nodules of leguminous plant. They convert atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates that plants can take in. Nitrogen is very important gas which is required for proper growth of plants, but the plants, they are not able to absorb nitrogen directly from the air. The bacteria cannot make their own food and therefore live in the root nodules of leguminous plants, from which they get food and shelter. In return, they provide the plants with nitrogen. So like this way, that is, Rhizobium bacteria and leguminous plant is an example of symbiosis. Rhizobium bacteria live in the root nodules of leguminous plant. They take in atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into nitrates. This is taken in by the plants, and in return, the plants provide food and shelter to the rhizobium bacteria. Another example for symbiosis. In this picture that you can see the lichens. These lichens are growing on the bark of the trees. In lichens, there are two different species of organisms that work together for their mutual benefit. One is an algae, which is an autotroph, means it can prepare its own food. That supply food to the fungus. The fungus supply water and minerals to the algae. Like this way, lichen consists of algae and fungus. Alga provide food to the fungus and the fungus provide protection, water and minerals to the algae. Both of them, they are benefiting each other. That type of a relationship between two organisms in which both organisms get mutual benefit, that is called mutualism. Mutualism or symbiosis. Some more examples. This is an example for symbiosis. Hermit crab and sea anemone. Leguminous plants. The next type of interdependence, that is parasitism. Parasitism means the type of interaction in which an organism gets benefit from other organism in the form of food or shelter. The organism that gets the benefit is called a parasite, and the organism from which benefit is derived is called a host. Here in this picture that you can see a parasite. This is an external parasite that is called ectoparasite. This type of parasite is living on the body of dogs. Another type of parasites, that is endoparasite. They are helminths or worms living inside the body of animals. And here in case they are roundworm, hookworm, tapeworm, liver fluke, they are all examples of endoparasite. Tapeworm is a parasite living inside the body of humans. So here, human beings, they are the host. The organism from which benefit derives, that is the host. Human beings are the host. And the tapeworm, which is living inside the intestine, the organism that gets the benefit, that is called a parasite. Such a way, the interrelationship in which an organism get benefit from other organism in the form of food or shelter, that is called parasitism. There are many plants are also examples for parasitism. Some examples are, look here, you can see one plant is growing on the branch of another branch of a tree. So this is a type of plant parasite. Another example. Then this is the plant, it is Cuscuta. It is a non-green plant. It get ready-made food from the host. And here in case of this Cuscuta plant, that suck food from other plant during root with the help of root-like structure. And that root-like structure, that is called hostoria. Another example for a plant parasite, this one is a beautiful orchid that is growing as a parasite on the tree. So these are some of the examples for parasitic plants. Cuscuta, Rafflesia. Rafflesia is the largest flower. Loranthus, very common. Such type of plants, they are all examples for parasitic plants. And the next type of interdependence, that is called predation. The type of interaction in which a larger organism attack kills and feed on a smaller organism, that is called predation. The organism that attack is called predator, and the organism that gets killed is called the prey. Here in this praying mantis, that is the predator that attack, or the organism that attack, that is the predator, and the small organism, that is the prey. Another example for predation is this: the type of interaction in which a larger organism attacks, kills and feed on a smaller organism. So these are the different types of interdependence. They are symbiosis, parasitism, predation, with examples. With this much, we come to the end of this topic. Before we conclude with this topic, I would like to summarize what I taught today. Interdependence between organisms, dependence of animals on plants, dependence of plants on animals, many examples. Then after that, it is that type of interdependence, symbiosis. Symbiosis is a relationship between two organisms in which both organisms get mutual benefit. Then after that, it is parasitism, a type of interaction in which an organism gets benefit from other organism in the form of food or shelter. Ectoparasites and endoparasites, plant parasites. Then after that, the last point, that is predation, the type of interaction in which a larger organism attacks, kills and feeds on a smaller organism is called predation. With this much, we come to the end of this topic. Next class, we will continue the same chapter with another new topic. Till then, take care. Thank you.